Hey, Brian. How are you? Hi, Brian. Welcome in. Thank you for saying hello. I appreciate you. Happy Sunday to you. Hi, Retirement Days. Hi, Betty. Hi, Betty. I have to remember to call your name. Do you prefer us to say your channel name or do you prefer us to say Betty? Because I want to call you what you prefer to be called. Thank you for dropping in. Thank you for that thumbs up. If you happen to scroll by or just happen to see the live, please give it a thumbs up. Hang around, drop in the chat, say hello. Glad to have you. Betty is fine. Okay. Okay. Because I think I've been saying Betty, but I know sometimes when you come in, I'll call your channel name. So if I'm trying to send somebody your way, I'll make sure to say your channel name is during that time, at that time. But happy Sunday to each of you guys. How are you doing today? New week. All right, new week. New Sunday, new day, new week. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate that. Please, please do like Brian Lynn said, hit that like button, okay? Hit that like, comment, share, and subscribe. We would appreciate it. So yes, y'all, oh my goodness, it's officially summer, right? It's officially summer. So what do you guys think about that? Like how fast? I know we talk about it all the time. People talk about it all the time, right? How fast time flies. And it's like when you're a kid, you're just so eager to become an adult. And by the grace of God, you're an adult longer, preferably, hopefully, you know. So it's like when you're a kid, it seems like time doesn't fly as fast, right? And we know why that is. It's because you can't do as you choose to do. You can't really have your way. You have to be told what to do, when to do it. And a lot of times as kids, we don't like that. But when we become adults, we're told what to do too. And in some areas, we're told what to do. There are things that we have to do. We don't get our way. So once we become adults, we look back and we think, wow, we just don't know how good we had it as kids. We just don't know how good we had it. And a lot of times we find ourselves telling kids, whether they be our kids, family and friends, children, just children that in the community, we find ourselves telling them, you better appreciate this childhood, appreciate childhood, Hey, April. Brian Lynn says it's hot out here. Yes. Oh my gosh, Brian, yes, it is so hot. It's so hot. Welcome into the chat, April, Brian, Betty, everybody that's coming in, everybody that may, not drop down, that's coming through. I appreciate you. Okay, I appreciate you for coming by. Please thumbs up the video. Y'all know I don't fuss about it, but I ask of it. And if you don't, guess what? We're not gonna fall out about it because you're in here for a few minutes, a few seconds, however long you're in here, you're stopping by, and I appreciate that. Okay. Same way I have to say I appreciate YouTube. I see a lot more people are starting to say that now because, it is a platform. It does belong to them. And we fuss sometimes, but we come on here all the time, right, throughout the day. So, we, back to when we were kids, we're wanting to be grown. And a lot of times you get a lot of kids nowadays that don't really want to be grown. They just want to be able to do more of the things that they would like to do. And I just look, and a lot of us look now, and we're like, you just don't know how easy you have it. Now, that's not talking about the kids who go through a lot, Some kids go through a lot. Some kids go through more than some adults have been through, okay? So when we're addressing kids saying, enjoy your childhood, we're generally speaking, because we know some kids have it rough. Some kids have it rough. Oh, see April speaking to Brian. Everybody speaking. April says, Betty, thanks for the slow cooker ribs. Weren't they good? Didn't they look good? I know they taste good. Those ribs look so delicious. And she was just like, when I watch Betty's videos when she's cooking, because y'all know a lot of people come through my channel that cook like my Chef Finest Wine is the finest chef in these YouTube streets. And you guys remember, please remember to support Chef Finest Wine. He is in the Carla Presents Favorite Chef competition, and he has made it to the round that will determine everything, okay? He has made it to the round that will determine everything, and we are claiming that he is going to win. We are claiming that he is going to win. So, you got Jill's comfort zone. To me, Jill's a chef. To me, Jill's a chef. Truth be told, because when Jill is in the kitchen, thank you, Brian. Please hit that thumbs up and share out if you don't mind. I appreciate it. And you guys don't even have to share. Just like hitting that thumbs up, I appreciate it. Commenting, watching, just watching, whichever one you decide to do, whichever combination you decide to do. Whichever, it's all support. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe if you come through and you haven't. Or come back. If you don't feel like subscribing today, come back. We just talk over here. We motivate, we encourage, and we treat people the way we want to be treated, okay? Okay? Because, dodge that paper. Sometimes people don't treat you the way they want, that they don't treat you the way they would like to be treated, but they want you to continue to treat them good, okay? People oftentimes won't treat you the way they want to be treated. They treat you shady, they get slick, and all that kind of stuff. But they want you to treat them good. They want you to treat them good. So yes, I love watching when back to Betty, when she cooks, it's just something about her cooking that's like it's relaxing. It's relaxing. She explains it. She goes step by step. And then when she's done, she's always happy with the outcome. She's always happy with the outcome. And you guys know how it can be in the kitchen. Sometimes in the kitchen, things don't turn out the way we want them to turn out. But you know what? Sometimes the dishes, the meals that we make, aesthetically, they may not look as good as we want them to look, but they taste delicious. They taste delicious. Do y'all do that? Sometimes you cook something and you want it to look nice. Like you want it to look like something that you're going to present to somebody. And it doesn't. It looks horrible. It looks a mess. But when you eat it, it's delicious. It's delicious. So it's like, who cares how it looks? Who cares how it looks if it tastes good, right? But that is as long as it's your own cooking. Because let me tell you, when you go out to eat, for those of us who eat out from time to time, sometimes or however you eat out to eat, when you go out to eat, what do you do first? You eat with your eyes. You eat with your eyes. Okay, don't you guys eat with your eyes? Hey, Vaughn, welcome into the chat. Thank you, Vaughn. I appreciate it. You eat with your eyes. Like, we can cook something at home, y'all, and it can look like a hot mess, but it can be so good. It can be delicious, right? But if you go out to a restaurant, Texas Roadhouse, Red Lobster, Cheesecake Factory, or something even more upscale, when you go out to those places, I gotta see which one I'm gonna go. When you go out to those places, when you go out to those places, y'all, sometimes they'll bring a dish out, and it's like, I can't eat that. It's like when you see it, you eat with your eyes. You eat with your eyes. Hi, Lee Reyes. Did I say that right? I hope so. Welcome to the chat. Welcome, Bonds Reality. Thank you for coming in the chat. Bonds is our little sis, our grown little sis. You know what? Because you have to acknowledge people when they're adults. Yeah, we were talking about kids earlier, wanting to grow up and be an adult. And then once you become an adult, you realize, man, I didn't know it was going to be like this. We had it kind of easy. Now you're grown. Now you got bills. Now you got, you know, other goals you have to set. You have to adult, right? So you start to wish and think about and reminisce on those childhood days. You start reminiscing about those childhood days. You got bills that you didn't have to pay. You know, when you're young, mom and dad, they fix those bills. They handle those bills. And you become, look, let me tell you, when 18 hits, and say you go to like the little Jack in the Box, the little emergent care or something like that, emergent clinic, right? Some of us, that's when we hit that first, that's when we get that first bill. You're young, Lee. Vaughn says adulting is a lot. Okay, it is, Vaughn. And I was just saying, like, time flies so fast. Like, it's July. Well, it's not July technically, but it's summer. We haven't been in summer officially yet for a whole week, but it is officially summer. So remember, we were just saying Happy New Year. We were just saying Happy New Year's, and it seems like each year, the older we get, the quicker it comes around. The older we get, the quicker it comes around. And if you're, and you know, blessed with the grace of God to have, you know, to live a long time, you're usually an adult longer than you're a child. But when you look back over those childhood years, you think, man, I thought time was crawling by. Now that I'm an adult, it's like time flies. You're young, enjoy that youth. It's like time flies. It flies from birth to 18. A lot of times we felt like it was creeping by. I hear kids even nowadays, they act like it's just, oh, they want to be so grown. And all that is about being grown when you're a kid is that you want to do what you want to do, when you want to do it. You don't want anybody telling you no. But guess what? When you become an adult, there are still going to be times when you can't do what you want to do. You can't do what you want to do. Let me see. Somebody's held for review. Let me see what it is. I'm a joint to rub your feet. Lee Reyes, what you want to rub my feet for? You don't look. Y'all better look. Y'all be saying that crazy stuff. And y'all probably be out here rubbing feet for real. You know, let me tell you, everything that looks pretty ain't pretty, even somebody's feet. Even somebody's feet. Everything that looks pretty isn't always pretty. Okay. Yes, Vaughn, you want to grow up, and then it's like, okay, you turn 18. And you think, oh, I'm grown now. I'm this, I'm that. Some even have a kid by 18. But let me tell you, parents gonna stick in there with you until you're 100, and they're 118, 120. But I'm just saying, you know, once you become an adult, parents are looking like, okay, some of my responsibility is gone. Now it's Vaughn. These trolls been tripping this whole weekend. I let them stay in here. I let them stay in here for a while as long as it's a view. But when they start acting all crazy, they gotta go. They gotta go. Cause see, I'll mess around and say something I don't want to say. I'll mess around and say something that I don't want to say. So it's like, you're 18, you're officially grown, even though legally you're not supposed to be able, I think most states is like 19 before you're supposed to be able to legally smoke, and 21 before you're supposed to be able to legally drink. So, but still, they'll ship your butt to a war, okay? And when you get that bill and they see your age and they say, oh, they were born 18 years ago. Guess what? Even if your mother and father are in the system from the last time you went, 9 times out of 10, you might look up and they may not catch you the first or second time, but you're going to get caught and they're going to send you the bill. You're going to get that bill in your name. And you're going to be like, the only bill you'll probably really be used to, your mom and dad might tell you to pay the phone bill. They may give you one bill when you get your job. They may say, hey, pay your phone bill. But then when you turn 18 and you go to the local emergency clinic or something like that, you stump your toe or something, they're going to send that bill in your name. They got to go. Yeah, yeah. All right, right, right. They're going to send that bill in your name. Okay? Okay? So y'all have to do stuff to switch it up. Even when you're just out walking, okay? Make your body work. Make your body work. Don't let it plateau. If it plateaus, do something new. Something as simple as this can be something new. See? Use the steps. Use the curve. Work that body. Work that body. Make sure you don't hurt that body. Do, do, do. This is work right here. Okay? Okay, don't do it till you get dizzy, though. Don't do it till you get dizzy. But that's a little bit of work right there. It makes you work a little bit. See, it makes you work a little bit. It switched it up on you. It changed the tone. Gave those muscles a little shock. Like, what is she doing? That's how we have to do. So if you're working out and you get discouraged, see what you're doing. Look at what you're doing. Sometimes you don't even have a plan. And that's okay. You don't have to have a plan as long as you're doing something. But if at some point you're like, okay, I'm seeing results, then at some point you're like, okay, I don't see results. It's like I'm just kind of stagnant. Just change it up. Just change it up. Okay, change it up. But yes, y'all, so you get that first bill and then you go you go to your parents and you're like, Ma, Dad, I got a bill. And they're like, a bill from where? Or they give you your mail. You're like, this is a bill. And then, I'll say you kind of ignore it. And then your mom and dad, they may say, well, you know you're 18 now, right? You're going to have to pay that one. You know, of course they might pay the first few. Hell, they may pay all of them. You know, you just never know. But be prepared for if they don't. Especially if you have a job. Now, if you don't have a job, of course they're going to pay. If you're a college student, 9 times out of 10, your parents are going to be paying your bills until you graduate. You know, but they're still going to give you something, you know, so that you can learn some responsibility. So that you can get used to handling your responsibility. You know, because a lot of us know that we should pay our bills, that we're going to have to pay our bills. But when you're coming away from the protection of the parents, you get a little slow about wanting to just go ahead and do that. You get a slow about it. Hey, Rock, I got you playing on my other device. Okay. Are you still doing your premiere? Welcome into the chat. I was glad I brought it with me, so it's in my car because I saw you had scheduled your premiere. So I was gonna get I was out and about, so I was gonna get back in. I got back in the car and I sat and chatted with you guys for a minute. So I was like, okay, let me leave her on the other device because I saw that you had set up a premiere. So happy birthday to your mom. Everyone in the chat, please, if you don't mind, wish Rock Just Living's mother a happy birthday. I would appreciate it. So, you know, so you get that first bill that's not like your assigned bill. Because when I was young, my parents gave us like stuff like, one of us got a water bill, one of us got the cable bill. You know, it was the smaller bills. It was the smaller bills. But then when let me tell you, even if they pay your medical bill, say, like I said, say you had to go to one of those little pop-up medical places, right? And so the bill comes in your name, you're looking like, Mom, Dad. They may go ahead and pay it. But if you have a kid, think about this. If you have a kid and you have to take your kid into one of those places, that bill's going to come in your name again. And guess what your parents are going to say? You're 18 now. You're 18 now. Some of my responsibilities as far as paying your bills is over. It's over. You got to pay your bill. You got to pay your bill. But shout out to the parents who can financially, continue to support their kids after they graduate high school and throughout college. Because I'm going to tell you, it's hard. Even before 2019, it was hard. It's hard. So shout out to those parents who can afford. You're welcome, Rob, who can afford to do that. Because it's a big help on the kids. It's still a burden on the parents, And some parents don't look at it as a burden if they can afford to do it. But at some point, they're going to be like, okay, we're going to pay these first couple of bills for you that you make, but you have got to start paying your bills, especially if you're still home. You have to go ahead and start paying like your checkups, for your dental appointments, your co-pays, or if you don't have insurance, you've got to figure out a way. You've got to go to the office and you've got to make a payment, set up a payment plan, set up payment arrangements. So we fuss about, oh, I want to be grown. And then when you get grown, you look back at those childhood years and you be like, I just don't know how easy I had it. So, yeah, even if you grew up poor, most kids are kind of shocked when they become adults. They just want to be an adult. They don't even think about the bills, because even when we're kids, our parents tell us, okay, you want to be so grown, you're going to have these grown bills. You ain't hearing that when they're telling you that, okay? You're not thinking about that. Some of us, I even had some of my family members when we were kids, they would tell our parents, you're still going to help me. They just wanted to be grown. Wanted to be able to do what they want to do, when they want to do, how they want to do it, what time they want to do it, with whom they wanted to do it with. And you just don't know. Even when you get grown. Thank you, Rock. When you get grown, you cannot do what you want to do, when you want to do it, how you want to do it, with whoever you want to do it with, all the time. You just can't. For the most part, you can. But there are still some, rules. There are some rules that even adults have to live by. So I got on that because I was talking about how time flies. We're always talking about how fast time flies. I can remember saying this same time last year, like at the beginning of last summer. I was telling people, do something, go on a vacation, have some fun. And here it is, summer again. It's summer again. New year, different year, 2024, summer again. So I'm going to give y'all that same advice. I know that times may be kind of tight. Money may be kind of tight because times can be a little rough. Times are a little rough for some people. And for those of you who are managing quite well, that is a good thing, okay? That is a good thing. I think when we do become adults, a lot of us realize that the things that we often desired when we were kids, that we were told no, some of those things, we don't even want them now. Remember I don't know if everybody did, but maybe everybody didn't want name brand, but you just wanted, from time to time, something that you really liked or that was really popular. Nowadays, some adults don't care nothing about no name brand, and that's a good thing. Because that kind of stuff will keep you broke. It'll keep you broke. They want to pick and choose. Yeah, come on, Rock. Right? They want to pick and choose what to be grown about. Okay? They want to pick and choose what to be grown about. Because I'm telling you, when they get 18, and it is funny how even the government kind of, gradually introduces them into adulthood, right? You're 18, you're 18, you can sign up for that military. You can't smoke, you can't drink, but you can sign up for that military. You can be responsible for your bills when you go, like I said, to the emergency clinics. That they look at the date and they see that you are no longer under 18 or 19, some will say 19. They aren't sending that bill to you thinking your mom and dad gonna get the bill. No, you're gonna get that bill. You're going to get that bill. So even the government, state and federal, they say we're going to ease them into this adulthood thing. 18, you're responsible for this, that, and that. Okay, but you can't smoke, though, until you're 19. Okay? And you're not supposed to drink Well, you're not supposed to smoke until you're 19. In most places, I think that might be nationwide, but I know it's most places. You're not supposed to drink anywhere, I don't think, until you're 21. Okay? So they kind of gradually introduce it to you, but they make you aware of those bills. Okay? Who is it? What? Somebody cutting up rock. Thank you. I appreciate that because, I start talking and then I have to stop after a while and start looking at the chat. And sometimes they come up in here and cut up. They come up in here and cut up. Trolls, why are y'all cutting up? Y'all get more y'all get more bees. I mean, y'all get more honey if you come in acting like a nice bee. Okay? If you act like a nice bee, you get some honey. If you act like a nice busy bee, a nice bumblebee, you'll get honey. Okay? People will put up with you. Okay? But if you're acting like a negative bee, a bad busy bee, nobody wants to put up with you. Nobody is going to put up with you. They are something else. Trolls are something else. Too much. Hello. Too much. Yeah, I'm like, come in here and be a good bee and get some of this honey. We're trying to just talk and chop it up in here. Drop some nuggets, talk about reminisce. We're reminiscing. So it's like you're a kid for 17 years. Well, for 18 years. But boy, oh boy. And when you're a kid, you just want to be grown. And ding, 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 when 18 hits. And mama and daddy start saying, okay, you got to get more than one bill. You got to get another bill. Not just your phone bill now. You got to get your own gas for your car. We got you the car. You've had the car for about 2 years. We've been supplying you gas. Now you got to get your own gas. Yeah, just a chill life. Go away. Exactly, Rob. It's just a chill life. We're just over here just shooting the breeze. Just getting the walk in. Trying to encourage people to walk. Switch it up. You can use this curb. They need to clean up out here. This is ridiculous. But you know what? People are something else. When they do clean up, they complain. They complain about it being dirty. But then when they come through with the sweeper and they clean up, guess how does it get right back dirty? The good old citizens. I'm like, people will complain. They need to clean this up. They need to clean in the front of here. This is dirty. This parking lot looks like this. The street looks like this. But some of them are the main ones who ruin it. Some of them are the main ones who litter. Throw stuff all over the ground. Just makes it look so nasty. Makes it look a mess. Yeah, right. They'll come into your live. They want to say crazy stuff. And I'm like, what are you doing? Like, are you really that bored? That you're coming to a live and saying something crazy? Coming into a live. And then not only that, it's not just this particular live or that particular live. Some of them, that's just their goal. That's what they do. That's their job. They go around. Look, you have people talking about monetization and trying to get monetized, like harping on that. I'm like, what about these trolls? These trolls act like they get paid for real. Now if we want to talk about something, let's talk about the way these trolls act like they get paid. Because some of these trolls, you'll see them in one chat, and if you go over and look in another chat, they're in that chat. And if you go and look in 2 more chats, at some point they were in that chat or they come to that chat. Some of these trolls act like they get paid. Cooking with Net. Hello, how are you? Hi there, Queen. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to you. He says, hey, Rock. Rock says, welcome in, Net. Thank you, Rock, for welcoming Net in. So, yeah, some of these trolls act like they're monetized. So, isn't that funny, y'all? Trolls, monetized trolls. Man, let me tell you, if trolling If you could monetize, if they said right now we're going to monetize trolling, let me tell you, they probably they would break the bank. These trolls would break the bank. Look at how well they troll for free. That's it. That's all okay. Look when they say you ain't lying. I'm telling you, they would break the bank if monetization, if trolls could be monetized. I'm like, God, look at this music, y'all. Oh my gosh, I hope they go ahead and park. Because I'm at a plaza because the wind hits. I mean, the wind, it blocks that sun when it's hot. And the sun was out just a little bit. But that one thing you cannot control is people, they're going to blast their music because they want to share their music, even though you don't want to hear their music. They're going to share their music. So I'm sorry, YouTube. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I apologize. Okay. I apologize. Like, who said I apologize? Anita Baker. Is it Anita Baker? Look, if the trolls were able to become monetized, y'all, content creators wouldn't have nothing on trolls. I'm telling you. Yeah, right. They enjoy annoying people. Yes, Ned. Look, content creators don't have a thing on trolls. That's why being monetized is a good thing. It's a great thing. But some of the things that people do, and I'm not even talking about the trolls right now, just some of the things that people do to get monetized, to get remonetized, to keep it. I'm like, what? I be seeing people who hadn't done. I was so glad to see Rock live today. I see people with good, great content who haven't been live in I don't know how long. And now I realize why. You know, because it's a good thing to become monetized, but it's not worth a lot of the hassle that you go through. It's not. Hey, Granny. Hey, Granny's World. Welcome into the chat. Thank you, Ned, for speaking to Granny's World. You know, it's like the monetization, what is it? 70, 30%? Is that the ratio? Then you're taxed, you know, and then at the end of the year, you have to pay tax, you know? And some people have certain things going on in their lives financially that they're tinkering on a line. Just like we talk about walking the line of sanity and insanity, like that. They're tinkering on the line, and some of them will do the most insane things to keep their monetization, to get remonetized, or sometimes just to be on here. They just do crazy things on here. And I'm seeing that more and more and more. They see things about you and they latch on to you. And it's like, I ain't no new friends. If your name ain't Rock, if your name ain't Jill, or somebody I know legit coming with them, if your name is not Your Finest Wine, A Brilliant Blessed Mess, Angel Eyes, Granny's World, Kicking It with Sincere, it's certain people, if you're not attached to them in some kind of way, no new friends. No new friends. Hi, M3. Hi, M3. How are you? And it's sad to say, but you have to kind of be like, no new friends. Like, hey, I appreciate you. Thank you for coming by. But as far as who I truly support, I'm not going to even lie to you. It's a select group of people. It's a select group of people. Because nowadays, I don't know if it's the economy, but you know, the economy is not, honestly and truly, I think the economy, so much gets blamed on the economy, which the economy is what it is. But I think those powers that be, the economy is not as bad as they make it out to be, but it's as bad as they make it for us, you know, because we don't have the power to control it. They say that we do. Supply and demand is one of the most basic controls as far as the economy goes. But sometimes the supply is there and the demand is there. You know, the fewer products you have, the higher the price, because the demand goes up and you don't have much available. Well, nowadays I see a lot of stuff available, y'all. A lot of stuff available, but the price continues to go sky high. Cereal, $6. I don't care if it's Golden Flake. I mean, what? Not Golden Flake. What is it? What's the cereal? Kellogg's, whatever. Whoever does Kellogg with all those cereal, General Mills. I don't care if it's that or if it's generic brand, store brand. There's no reason for cereal to be $6. Hey, Angel Eyes. Hey, Donna. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you for coming into the chat. I appreciate you. Who is that? Manchar. Is that Manchar? Am I pronouncing that right? But y'all, it's no reason. The economy, if the economy was like just bad in its normal way that happens every so often, it would have gotten a little bit better by now. Since 2019, the economy has gotten worse and worse and worse and worse. It's 5 years. 5 years has passed. We haven't gotten a break. We haven't gotten a break. And you know why we haven't gotten a break? Because all that money that was shelled out, guess what? They're getting all that back in addition to what they would have been getting anyway, okay? So they're riding the heck out of us. Cereal should still be like $3.48. Why the heck is cereal like $6.15, $5.98? And then they put the sale sign up saying $4.98 was $5.98. And I'm looking at the sign saying, and it was $3.58, $3.48. What is wrong with y'all? What is Donna? Hey everyone, thumbs up the live, please. Thank you, Rob. Lines Pride can't stay broke down on the side of the road waiting for the battery to get on. Donna, really? Be safe. Be safe. Like Rock said, please be safe. Donna says, Rock just living, thank you. You know, so it's like the economy is what the economy is doing what the economy is doing because those powers that be want the economy to do what the economy is doing. And I don't care who the president is, the economy is going to still do it, okay? We've had, a new president for, it's about to be another election. Guess what? Right before he got in, the economy started cutting up, okay? So all of those people are bickering about who wants to be the big man in charge. And at the end of the day, for us, the working class people, the economy is still going to economy, okay? And a lot of it right now has to do with what happened, the pandemic, okay? The pandemic. They are getting their money back, but they can still send millions of dollars to other places that we have nothing to do with, you know? And I guess theoretically, we may have something to do with it, ethically, kind of, maybe, if you want to be your brother's keeper. But there's no reason people should be over here struggling at all. They fight in D.C. They fight about money going to another country. And yet, right down the street, you got veterans living in cardboard boxes. That's crazy. That's still crazy. It's always been that way. But the thing about it is, it's like it's much worse now. It is much worse now. When I see people, let me tell you, if I have a few dollars, I don't care if I have an extra $3, if I have an extra $10, if I have an extra $30. When I see a homeless person, when I have it, I give it to them. Now, some people, you know, they're fooling you. Some people are fooling you. Those people, you know, you're still going to get your blessing. So if they take $30 from you and they really didn't need it, somewhere you may get 50 or 60 back, and they will need that 30, 40, 50 again before they know it. Okay? Thank you, Donna. Yes, please thumbs up the live as you come in. I appreciate it. Last part, I'm so sick of this car. I know, Donna. I know it's been acting up a little bit. You know what? It might be time for you to make that move that you want to make. It might be time for you to make that move that you want to make. But you know, the economy is doing what the economy is going to do. Doesn't matter who is in office. Sometimes certain people being in office can make it a little bit worse. Some can make it a little bit better. But if it's going to be bad, it's going to be bad. If it's going to be good, it's going to be good. Sometimes just not as good, and sometimes just, hey, I'm good, how you doing? Sometimes just not as good, and sometimes just not as bad, you know? But when whoever's in office, When they do good in one area, 9 times out of 10, we're going to fuss about another area, right? When they're doing good in one area, we're going to fuss about something in another area. So I don't care Republican or Democrat. Hell, I wish we could go back to the to the way they, you know what? A lot of people, Reagan wasn't a lot of people's favorite. Bush wasn't a lot of people's favorite. But when it came down to just the finances during that time, people seemed like they were getting by a little bit better. People seemed like they were getting by a little bit better. And again, I'm not going to even blame it on the current presidents, like the Clintons, Obamas, Bush, Trump, whatever. I'm not going to blame it on them because who controls the purse strings? Congress. Who controls the purse strings? Congress. And yeah, the president can extend certain things when it comes to the money. He can tweak certain things. But when it comes to us just like the student loan thing, you have people out here really fussing because people were about to be free of their student loans, fussing so much so that they took it to the Supreme Court. But nobody took it to the Supreme Court about sending money over to another country. Nobody took that to the Supreme Court. They bickered about it. They fussed about it. But it got sent. It got sent. So they're mad about not getting the school loan money back if they forgive that. But what about the money that's used, one, when we're a part of the situations going on and we help tear it down, then help build it up, money on top of money on top of money. And then two, the situations that we aren't a part of, money on top of money on top of money, weapons on top of weapons on top of weapons. And what do the weapons cost? Money. Money. So you mean to tell me, and you got some of the American citizens just mad as hell because they thought some people would get out of their school loans. The money that they've sent to other countries the past couple of years far exceeds what the money would be for this school loan forgiveness, okay? Because don't get it twisted, a lot of people pay their school loans, and a lot of people have paid their school loans. Can we talk business? What kind of business you want to talk, Vanayak? Is that how I say your name? Vanayak? What's going on, girl, dad? Welcome to the live. Good Sunday. Happy Sunday to you. I want to thank Rock Just Living, Donna, Brian Lynn, April Showers. I'm not going to keep naming names because I'm going to miss somebody either way. But I want to thank you guys for coming into this live on this Sunday, spending some time with me. Some of you were doing your own lives. You haven't, like Rock had a premiere. I hope you guys go check out the premiere that Rock had, and also check out the live that she did earlier, like a couple of hours before the premiere. Okay? Check those out. Check out Positive Content Creators. Positive Content Creators don't usually get as much support, so please check them out. Okay? Check them out. Check out their channels. You'll find something there you like. And you know, because the people in here they do stuff on adult-like, in an adult fashion, okay? Now, does everybody always get along? No, but for the most part, everybody over here knows how to conduct themselves in an adult way, okay? In an adult way. Because even when you don't get along and you have little exchanges of words, there's still a way to do that. Okay, there's still a way to do that. Donna says, sorry I didn't get to speak to everyone. Gotta go, sis. Okay, be safe, Donna. Get that car back on the road. Girl dad says hello. He's speaking to you and Rock. Donna says, hi, girl dad. I don't know if Vinayak is still in here, but what kind of business do you want to talk? Because I'm about to get off of here in a few minutes. You know, it's Sunday. It's Sunday. It's the first day of the week. New Sunday, new day, new week, okay? New Sunday, new day, new week, okay? Think about the things. You know what? Take this time. I don't know what time it is where you guys are. But if it is, I think it's still Sunday in most places. So just think about what you want to do this week. Think about the things that you need to do this week. Develop a plan if necessary tonight. You know, think of, when I'm talking about the things you need to do, I'm talking about the short-term things, okay? short term as like within a couple of days, within the week. Because sometimes you need to think before just jumping off into decisions that you make on a daily basis, okay? So think about those things. Get your mind right while it's still Sunday. Some of you guys are at work. Okay, some of you guys are at work, so I hope you have a good rest of your evening at work. But get your mind as relaxed as possible. You want to relax, okay? Release, okay? Relate to the things that you can relate to. Don't relate to the things that you can't. If you can't relate to it, no need in stressing over it, or no need in just dwelling on it. You know, do what you can about it. So you want to relax, you want to release, you want to relate, okay? You want to reset, you want to refocus, all right? You want to recommit, all right? You want to reset. I don't know if I said reset, but we talk about the re's over here, the R words. The R words are very important. And that four-letter word called self, the name of it is self. It's very important, okay? Girl Dad says, great to hear, Donna. AAA came through on my way home. Thank goodness, thank goodness, thank goodness. I'm glad you're on your way home. You guys, Donna, get that, look, get her where she needs to go and get her done. See what the problem is and just tell them, can y'all do what y'all need to do so I don't be having these issues? I've been telling you, you've been having issues, and you're tired of having those issues. You just want her back on the road, and you want her on the road the right way. Sometimes these cars, I'm telling you, they cost so much money. So much money. Some cars cost the salary of 2 to 3 people. 2 to 3 people's year's salary. Okay? But guess what? They're still man-made or mechanically made, and what the machines that make them are made by who? Man. So at the end of the day, they're still man-made. They still can give you issues. And I just don't understand the price that some people will pay. You know, treat yourself. And if you can afford it, that's what it's there for. But sometimes I see some people just pay, and I'm not just talking about cars. It's just a lot of things, just paying. And you pay for what you get, they say. But sometimes some of this stuff, you're thinking, what did I get? Some of this stuff you're asking yourself, what did I really get? Sometimes you feel like you got hoodwinked, you got bamboozled, you got gypped, you got squeezed, you know. You want to make lemonade out of lemons, but sometimes just like, you ask yourself, do I really want to make lemonade out of these lemons? Rock says, welcome everyone. Please thumbs up the live. Thank you, Rock. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Again, you guys, I appreciate my moderators, because moderators have things they have to do. And the reason I say that is because I have seen people who will straight clown, okay, about moderators, you know? And so if you do have a bigger channel, or if you have a chat that's full, you do have to get, you know, enough moderators. But even then, sometimes, guess what? There's 24 hours in a day. And we're all, at some point, 10 of your friends may be busy at that moment you go live. You know? 10 of them may be. And some of them may not be busy. They may be watching, but maybe they can't moderate. So when they do moderate and when they can, be appreciative. Be appreciative. A thank you never hurt anybody that's doing something for you. Okay? A thank you never hurt anybody who's doing something for you. I often say, I have mods that you guys see often. I have mods that you see from time to time. But guess what? The ones that you see from time to time, you don't, they have, most of them are content creators. So they're getting things done when they can for their own channels. So it's hard for them to mod. You know, it is, it's something that they should do, not should do, but the job of a moderator is just kind of help you run your channel. But you got to think about it. Yes, Rod, like if you got content creators who are moderators, you may go live at that time that they can go live. And that day, that might be the best time for them to go live. So what I say is if you have two devices, and that's how I am. If I have to go live at a particular time, because you know a time of the day, it's cool to just say, hey, I got another device. Whoever else is live, let them run on that device. You're helping them out. That's what support is. See, some people don't totally understand support. Some people feel like support has to be the person being there time you hit the live button until the time you end the live. But and I'm not gonna lie, I'm human. Sometimes I'm like, well, dang, is anybody gonna come and mod? But we didn't say we were perfect, right? We said we have to be human and we have to recognize. Sometimes we have to pump our brakes and say, hey, they're busy. Or hey, maybe they don't know. Sometimes people don't know because y'all know these notifications get a little wonky sometimes. Yes, Rockets. Yes, sometimes it's like all you can do is if you just know you can't go live at a different time and somebody you support is live, sometimes 2 or 3 people you support will be live. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, if I got enough available, I'll have people in my house. I'm like, what you doing on your phone? If they're not doing anything, I'm like, well, can you just watch this channel for a few minutes? I won't just ask them to take up the whole time because you never know. But I'll be like, if my niece, nephew, my kids, I'm like, what y'all doing? I'll say, will you let this channel run? And so I'll get them. And so if there's like 3 people live, 3 or 4 people, I'm going to try to at least get 2 of them. And then the other ones you can just go back because the comments during the replay, they help as well. They help as well. So even if you don't have an additional device, if you have just your device that, excuse me, y'all, that you're on, use your device. When you're done, go back to your notifications. Those that you can remember, go back, leave a comment, watch their live, watch their video. If you can't watch it all, you can watch a couple of minutes. It's enough to help out. It's enough to help out. And I feel like sometimes moderators are, they're held to a higher standard when it comes to support. To me, moderators should be someone that you feel like you can trust. But as far as the time that they have available, they may not have as much time as some of the subscribers do. They may not, because again, a lot of times, not all moderators are content creators, but quite a few of them are. So they have family, they have work, they have their me time that they need, like all of us do. I come on here most of the days for my me time. So I'm talking with you guys, but I'm trying to network and talk with you guys. So it's not necessarily me time, but right before I come on is when I do my exercise. So that's my me time. So, and when I need more, those are the days that I probably won't go live. When I need a little bit more me time, those are the days that I won't go live. Hey, my Chef Finest Wine. Chef, I almost said, whew. See, if you type in here, you gotta, oh, y'all, hold on. That you can hear everything coming out of his mouth. Y'all, that was their blues. What y'all know about their blues? Chef says, hey, Rock, hey, Angel. What's going on, my Chef Finest Wine? I don't want to mess this up. Shrikant. Look, I'm going to delete that Shrikant because I don't know what you're saying. If you could comment and type in English, I would gladly appreciate it because you're not removed. I just removed a comment because I can't be having stuff in my chat and I don't know what it is. What the heck? So you guys just remember that. Just please support good, positive content. Support positive content creators. And remember, appreciate your moderators. A lot of times, again, your moderators are content creators, so they can't always be in the lives, okay? You trust them. And I think because we trust the people that we make moderators, we feel like they should be in the lives. But you have to think about it. Even the ones who aren't content creators, they have families, they have work, they have housework, they have chores, they have things that they do. And sometimes they may even say, I'm in and out, or I'll let you run. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. If your channel starts to get to a point where you have more people coming into your lives, then find a couple of more moderators that you trust. You know, because you can't just feel like a moderator's gonna be there, all of them all the time, all of them all the time, because that's impossible. That's impossible. You just ate dinner, Chef. What did you have? And I know, y'all know, I know people can throw some issues out there. They can be like, well, what about if you see them in everybody else's chat? You know what? Sometimes it is what it is. Sometimes even moderators just prefer to be in a different chat. You know, sometimes they just prefer to be in a chat. And sometimes they're even modding in other chats. So moderators don't just mod for one chat. Typically, 9 times out of 10, people mod for several channels. Now, when I mod for a channel who has a lot of other mods, I'll tend to go and hang out in the chat that doesn't have as many or have as many people in their chat. Because if I'm in a chat that has 10 other moderators, and then there's another live going on, and I support this person, and they only have one moderator, or they don't have anybody in there, and even though their chat may not be big, they may have people that come through. So they may have 10 or 12 in at one time, maybe 2 or 3. Well, I feel like they need me to be in their chat. You know, I can always catch the replay of the other one, but that's just how I do it. You can't, I see so many people get upset with their moderators. Some people mod for 10, 12, 15 people, and they can't be at all places. So when I have another device, I'll play somebody, and if I'm modding, I'll kind of be in and out. But y'all know what you don't want to do is put a comment in the wrong chat. So if you know, don't stress yourself out trying to moderate in so many different chats. And content creators, allow your mods some room. You know, they just because they aren't in your every live doesn't mean they don't support you. Chef says everything, I'm full and done. Gonna turn this AC on soon, then it will be night. Look, Chef, I already know. I already know. Before you go, put your link in the chat. Put your link in the chat, you guys. I mentioned it earlier. We're still trying to you know, get Chef into that next level. Once he gets into that next level, it's on. It's on. Okay? He's where he needs to be, but there is another level. All right? So keep on voting. Chef, is it still 2 a day that you get for free? 2 votes that you can get free? And anybody who can afford to or would like to, if you feel like that's what you want to do, you can financially support with votes, okay? You can financially support with votes. I don't think I can do it, but Chef, if you're still here, please put your channel in here. Rob, before I leave, put your channel link in here. The Carla Hall Presents Favorite Chef. You guys, that is the competition. That is the competition where everybody else in the United States is being exposed to our Chef Finest wine, okay? Okay, and he's going to win it. He's going to win. All right, he's going to win it. So please support. Again, I reemphasize, support good, positive content. Positive content creators don't get a lot of support. Honestly, if the more positive you try to be, people come in and try to interrupt, you know, your ecosystem. They try to interrupt your ecosystem. You know, we have each one of us who have a channel, you try to keep your channel a certain way, and you have an ecosystem. And what I've learned over the past, honestly, it hadn't even been 2 months, is that you cannot allow everybody into your ecosystem. You can't. I'm not gonna even lie to you, and I know you guys already know that. You want to keep an equilibrium, okay? Just like when you eat. If you eat something that throws your equilibrium out of whack, you get an upset stomach, right? And you get things that want to feed off of you, okay? They want to feed off of you. You don't want that. You don't need that. They'll feed off of you so much to the point they'll go and change their whole channel. They'll change their whole channel. They'll change their whole description of their channel just to try to feed off of you. to try to make it look like that's what it's been all along. So keep your ecosystem clean as possible. I'm telling you, no new friends. If you ain't coming with Chef Finest Wine, if you ain't coming with Robin's Living, and these people that tried to come against the channel, they didn't come with them. So don't think that. But what I'm saying is, for each of you who have a channel, try to keep your channel as positive as possible. You're gonna have to step out of character sometimes. You're gonna have to step out of character sometimes, because that's just I don't know, that's just the kid side of a lot of adults. A lot of adults are envious, and a lot of adults, they look at you or they look at your channel and they think that, oh, that's the key, that's what it is, and they're so far off the mark till it's ridiculous. Again, they'll change their whole channel, their whole skilo, and carbon copy you because they think that that's the success, that your success is going to bring success to them. And honestly, they don't even know what your success, what made you have the numbers that you have, what made you have the connections that you have. Some people want to connect with people that you're connected to. And that's another thing. I hate shouting somebody out and then finding out that I don't want my people connected to them. And if they are going to connect to them, I don't want to be the reason. I don't want to be the reason. Hey, Vanessa, how you doing? Welcome into the chat. Oh my God, Chef. Yes, what is going on? What is going on? I don't know. It's just so much. So much is going on. So much is going on. Like we said earlier, people being people. Like, why can't we just, you don't even have to be good people, okay? But just leave people alone. Leave people alone. Hi, my pet. Hi, my pet. Hi, Vanessa. Betty still here. Okay, retirement. Betty says she just voted, Chef. Thank you, Betty. We appreciate that. Chef says, thank you, Betty. Vanessa Smith says, hi, Chef. You know, I don't know what's wrong with people. Like, it's just like you're in school, and the main ones that'll say it's just like school are the ones acting like it's school. So they'll change their whole format just to try to live up to what they're currently doing that they weren't doing, and you're giving them the side eye. So when you welcome people in, take time, because it shouldn't be, this is like, it's YouTube. As we say this all the time, it's YouTube. If you making money, what you getting? 70-30. Okay? After that 70-30, and that's no matter, unless you're getting millions of views, and you have at least 1 million or so subscribers, and you don't have to have 1 million, but you know you have to be up there and you have to be getting the views, because you can have 1 million and not getting the views, you know? So, and a lot of times the people who are doing well, guess why they're doing well? Because of endorsements. It's because of endorsements. It's not because of the check that they're getting from YouTube. That is that for a lot of people. But the people who are around here doing the weird things, it's going to take you a long time. So why not keep a degree of integrity? Why not keep a degree of integrity? I've had, and I'm not calling names, but I've had four to come in this chat, and they do their own little thing or whatever they've been doing, and we support, motivate, shout them out. And you can go look at their channel right now, and it's almost like they're doing the exact same thing and saying the exact same thing I'm saying, but they weren't saying it before they came over here. But they try to demean your feelings by saying you're being petty. So what I'm saying that to say this: watch your surroundings, watch the people that you welcome into your channels if you're content creators. And if you're subscribers, pay attention as well. Because guess what? Subscribers have channels, and you never know when you might want to become a content creator. Chef says, welcome in, my pet. My pet says, thank you. So you just never know. And those are the types of things you will have to deal with, all for 70-30, minus taxes, minus end of the year taxes. And so let's look at this, $100, you get $70, it gets taxed. What, so that means you might get 60? It gets taxed again at the end of the year. So you probably settled out for $50. Come on, people. Integrity is priceless. Integrity is priceless. Being good to someone, support people. Again, you may not always be able to be in the lives all the time. Don't be upset with your mods if they can't make the lives all the time, because they're content creators as well, a lot of them. Don't be upset with your subscribers if they can. And look, if you see them somewhere else all the time and never there with you, guess what? Go into another area, get you another group of subscribers. Let me see. Leola Brown, book it out now. What did I miss? Leola Brown, book is Leola Brown, book it out now. What is that? What, I missed something. I'm gonna wait. What? Who is Leola Brown, chef? Because I think I missed something. Oh yeah, it's been an hour and 7 minutes. I'm gonna stay on here though for a few minutes because I think I missed something. Vanessa says, "Hi, my pet." Is it? Oh, okay. I got you. I got you. You know what? How did I forget that's his sister? How did I forget that that's his sister? Chef, how are they? How is their relationship now? How is their relationship now? I forgot that was his sister's name. And I was like, Leola Brown, the Leola was really getting me. I was like, I knew it was somebody important or somebody famous or known. The Leola is because her name is not, it's not that common. It sounds like a name from back in the day, but it's still, even then, it's not common. I've seen a few people named Leola, and that's probably why I couldn't remember. I was like, Leola Brown. I knew she had to be somebody. I was like, who is she? Is she a chef? So, okay, the book is out. So, chef, are you working on something? Are you working on something? They good? That's good. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. That's good. I saw Bobby and Ralph on the cruise together. And I'm always curious to know how, so what was it, 5, 6 of them if you count Johnny Gill. So it's like 6. And sometimes you'll see the Belle Biv DeVoe click up with Bobby or click up with Ralph. Sometimes they'll click up with Johnny Gill. And then sometimes you have Ralph, Johnny, and Bobby click up. So I'm always curious to see how they are when it's just kind of just 2 of them. Like the way they interact with 2 of them. And you know what? Every time I see them interact now, even out of all the things that New Edition, I'll just say New Edition because that's still who they will always be. That's still who they want to be recognized as. Every time I see just maybe 2 of them link up, 2 to 3, it always seems like genuine love. It always seems like genuine love. It seems like a brotherly thing. Yeah, we got into it, we get into it. We might even get into it again, but we love each other. I'm going to try and get that book. Okay. Maybe so get her back. Yes, that's what I was talking about. Okay. Good, bro. That's what I miss those. I miss the interviews with you and Roland and the celebrities, because you guys get the old school celebrities. You get some new school, but the old school celebrities are the ones that we miss. Those are the ones we miss. Those are the ones that a lot of us, we kind of wonder what they're doing now. And sometimes you'll see snippets of things on social media, YouTube and stuff about them. But to actually see you guys interview them, to actually see how they're doing, I miss those. We're really trying to get Angela Winbush. That would be good. That would be good. All of them are good. You guys always get the celebrities that we missed, the celebrities that were really loved. They're still loved. So you guys, please check out Chef Finest Wine. Check out Roland's reviews. Check out again The people who come through here as content creators, they're positive, they're uplifting, they're inspirational, they're motivational, they're encouraging. Um, it's all about one helping another one informing another one. And it's just like the copyright says, educational, informational, entertainment purposes only. Okay? Educational, informational, entertainment purposes only. In a good way. In a good way. And you guys know this channel over here is about that, and it's about you moving. I haven't told you guys to look at the legs move because we just been talking. But I want you to look at the legs move. I want the legs to motivate you to get up and move your legs, okay? I don't know where Brilliant is. Brilliant was outside last night, so she probably sleep. She probably been sleep off and on all day. But we want you to look at my legs move. Look at my feet moving. Keep them moving, okay? I've been saying that for over a year. Keep moving, okay? Keep your legs moving. It increases the synovial fluid that surrounds your joints. Even if you have arthur, even if arthur messes with you, we're not giving professional or medical advice over here, okay? We're just dropping nuggets that have helped us or people we know, and we want you to pick up the nuggets, whether I'm dropping it, whether someone in the chat is dropping nuggets. We just drop nuggets over here for educational, informative, and motivational and entertainment purposes only. We pick them up and we see if we can use them. And if we can't, we see if someone we love, a family member, a friend, a church member, a co-worker, a fellow student, a peer of some sort. We make suggestions to them. But no matter what suggestions we make, always consult your healthcare provider, be it your primary care provider, your doctor, your physician's assistant. Some people may say PA, your certified nurse practitioner, okay? Your nutritionist when it comes to your diet. No matter if you're working out for fitness or weight loss, it's all about fitness at the end of the day, okay? So your occupational therapist, all right? Your physical therapist, all these people, it's a collaborative effort. So you want to consult all these people before starting or restarting an exercise program. And over here, what I call it for me, and what I want you to know me for is that this is a full course meal for me. My warm up is my appetizer, my workout is my entree, and my cool down is my dessert. Okay? Now that's my jiggle, okay? So be motivated to move, keep moving, keep those legs moving, keep those feet moving. Look at my legs move, look at the feet move consistently. 30 minutes, 5 days a week. And honestly, you can do cardio 7 days a week. Just check with those you need to check with. Okay? You guys, please, again, before we leave, I'm going to encourage you to please, I think that link may still be in the chat for Chef Finest Wine. Go and vote. Miss Betty went and voted while she was in the chat. So you guys can vote. Just vote. It's now. You can leave the chat. Go vote. Okay? Leave the chat and vote. Vote as soon as you get out of the chat. But make sure that you utilize your right to vote daily, because you can vote twice a day for free. And those of you so inclined to support financially with votes, you can do so. All right? You can do so. We want to get Chef where he needs to be. And right now he's sitting really well. Okay? He's sitting well. And we know he's going into that next level. And we know he's got this. He's got this. He's got this. Let's see. Okay, Brilliant was partying, baby. Wasn't she? Brilliant was partying, baby. Do you hear me? Oh, okay. Look, Chef, she was not thinking about the chat. I wish we was partying with her too. Vanessa, right? Vanessa, you saw her too. You were over there too, weren't you, Vanessa? It's like, look, y'all, Brilliant was not thinking about the chat. Let me tell you, Brilliant was like, well, look, I'm going to go live. She did that before, y'all, in the live. She was like, and she went live again, y'all. When her live ended, later on, Brilliant went live again. But Brilliant was outside, baby. Brilliant was outside. Chef says, yes, thank you. I can't believe I've gotten this far. Okay, this far but God. Yes, it was all God, Chef. It was all God. It was God. And he moved you and allowed you to believe and move in the way that you were supposed to move to get you where you are. My pet says, hi, Vanessa. It was all God. God, hey, he had that thing figured out. He doesn't have to figure it out. He just knows what it's going to be. It is going to be what it's going to be. Okay? And he allowed you to move in a way and to interact in a way to position yourself in the great position that you're in. It's a blessing. It is a complete blessing. And you got it. We know you've claimed it. We're claiming it for you. And again, to anybody who supports our Chef Finest Wine, which, you know, by the way, is the best chef out here in these YouTube streets. Okay? You got some chefs out here, but he's the best one in these YouTube streets. All right. And see, he's about to prove this with this win. Okay? With this win, with the Carla Hall Presents Favorite Chef. He's going to prove it because he's going to get it. He's going to win it. You know, to get that win will be such a blessing, and it'll be well deserved. It's well deserved. Yeah, I love Chef. I have loved Chef since I started this thing as a subscriber, okay? And every time I start talking about him, y'all know, I say we don't always agree on every single thing, but Chef has that vibe, even through these devices, that lets you know that he's his own person and he's not for the mess. And even when things go awry, he's about squashing stuff. He's just not about the mess. And again, you don't have to always agree. Just think about it. We didn't always agree with our siblings growing up. But you better not say anything to them. Okay? You better not say anything to them, and nobody better not say anything to you. Chef has that soul, that fatherly soul, that unclely spirit about him. Some will call it fatherly. Some will say he's like an uncle. And he's wise beyond his years. Okay? The way he displays his persona, you can tell he's wise beyond his years. And I appreciate him. I do. And I want you guys to show your appreciation by voting. You can vote twice a day. Okay? Vote twice a day. You can vote twice a day. And we're going to get this win. We're going to get this win. And there have been so many people who we do want to say thank you to. Some that we know, some that we communicate with, some that we don't. But guess what? We have something in common. Chef Finest Wine. So to all the people who have supported him in this journey for becoming favorite chef, we thank you guys for supporting him. We thank you all who shared him. And we ask that you would please continue. Fighting Highlights. Hello, how are you? Welcome to the chat. Fighting Highlights. Looked like I saw you in here earlier with the same emoji and a different name. Were you in here? Were you in here? Let me look a little bit closer. No, it wasn't you. It wasn't you. My bad. I take that back. But there was there was not an emoji, but an avatar. There was a profile pic that was in here earlier that looked a lot like yours. So hello, and thank you for coming into the chat. I appreciate you. I truly appreciate you. Yeah, I gotta get me some more leg weights. Okay, I gotta get some more leg weights. Okay, my other ones wore out a while ago. Now these are wearing out. So we have to get some more leg weights. So I thank each and every one of you guys for coming into this live. If you happen to have missed the live, please check out the replay. Leave a comment. Okay, it all helps. Thumbs up the live if you don't mind. If you do, I'm not going to fuss at you. Okay, we're not going to fall out about that. But I would appreciate it. Okay, it's a motivator. It's a motivator for us to keep going. But if you don't want to do that, guess what? You can like, you can comment. You can comment during the replay. Okay, or just watching. Just the view. The view is enough as well. The view is enough too. Okay? The view is enough too. I appreciate it. Again, new day, new Sunday, new week, new beginning. You guys be safe. Vanessa says, hi, Fighting Highlights. Fighting Highlights. If you haven't subscribed, I would appreciate it if you subscribe. That's another way. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit the subscription button, tap that notification bell. I call it my YouTube doorbell, so that you will know the next time I upload a short or go live. Because that's what I do. I'm primarily a shorts channel, and we go live every day. Well, I'll say most days out of the week, and we walk and talk. That's why this channel is called Let's Walk and Talk. There are a few people have come over here and decided that they want to do the same thing, and instead of just saying, hey, thanks, you motivated me, or whatever, like Jill did today, like supporting each other, they just ran off, tried to get a few subs, and went and start saying the same thing in their titles. Some of them think you don't know, but it's easily caught if you're subscribed. Some of them did this like maybe 8-9 months ago, and all of a sudden they look at your numbers and they think that's where your success is from. Wrong. You'll never know. In fact, I'm probably going to move some of these subs over to something else, because people are just something else. Okay? Fire highlights. Thank you for the view. You just also got blocked. But I appreciate that view. You stayed in here long enough to make it count. See, I told you guys the trolls are something else. If they paid people to troll, if they monetize people to troll, content creators would feel bad, because these trolls will be paid. Okay, Chef. He said he just pooped his pants. I'm like, you just got blocked. I was waiting on the Chef. I knew he looked like the a profile that was in here earlier that got blocked, and I was like, So it may have been that guy from before, because I looked at it and it looked a little bit different when I stopped and paid close attention. It looked a little bit different, but you know how they do. And that's what we were saying earlier. If they monetize people to troll, these trolls would be making all the money. If they monetize people to troll, the trolls will be making all the money. The content creators would just have to just chunk it to nothing. Because these trolls, look, Vanessa says, I felt it. Vanessa, it's like you know when they're trolling or when they're a troll, but you try to let them make it in here for a little while, because you're just thinking, hey, it's a view. But then they can't do right. They can't do right. I only had one troll to do right. And y'all, he did right for a few days, and then all of a sudden had to let him go. We knew he was a troll. It was like that was a running joke for like 2 or 3 days. I can't even remember what his name was. For some reason, I want to say it started with a K. But we knew he couldn't do right. We knew he couldn't do right. And y'all, I blocked him. The first day, I blocked him. I hit him, then I unhit him. I hit him probably like 5 times the first day. And the reason I did that, because it was funny. Like, it was so funny. Y'all, it was so funny. So I hit him, I unhit him, I hit him, I unhit him. Y'all, do you know that troll came back the next day? And he was talking like in that trollish kind of way, where what he was saying could be could be taken as nice. Then it was questionable. Then it was like WTF. But it was never actually rude, just kind of annoying. So we played with him a couple of days, and around that 3rd day, he had to go. He had to go. Granny's World is back in here. Here, Lions Pride Home. Now get that walk on. Thank you, Granny. Thank you so much. Yep, it's Sunday, new day, new Sunday, new week, new beginnings. So I just want you guys to look at the legs move. We don't have to be brisk all the time, but I want you to get a brisk walk, okay? Because I want it to count. I want you to make it count, and you can figure out things such as your target heart rate, your maximum heart rate for your age. You have to keep those healthy things at the forefront, okay? We all have a maximum target heart rate for our age, okay? And then you have a range. That range is what you want to get your heart to keep it working. But if you have health issues, if you don't have health issues, consult your primary care provider to let him know what's going on, what you want to do, and he will help you go from there. He may even come up with a plan with you, or he may suggest a personal trainer for you if you're really that serious. But most of the times, they'll be able to kind of help you out and steer you in the right direction, because most of us are exercising for fitness. And the ones who are exercising for weight loss, at the end of the day, it's for fitness as well. Because what did Deion Sanders say? Feel good, look good, play good, get paid good. Okay? Okay? That's just not with ball. That's just not with the ball, okay? Okay? So you want to make sure that you're doing things the right way. And when you put things out, make sure that you have been educated. You educated yourself to know what you're telling people to do. If you're going to tell someone to go to the doctor, be able to tell them that you just recently got your checkup or your checkup is coming up. As adults, we should all be getting checkups regularly. Y'all remember when our kids were born, they would get those checkups regularly until like they've gotten all their shots. Maybe about time to go to school, you go to taking them to the doctor like once a year, maybe around 5 or 6 years old. Then somewhere in between there, if you just don't really stay on top of it, they may not go to the doctor between 10 and 12, 10 and 13 until they need to or something. But it's best to keep them on track, because if you keep them on track, they'll go into adulthood and hopefully they'll stay on track. Because you need to get your checkups as adults as well. And if you're going to tell people things to do, you need to make sure that you're doing those things that you're suggesting to people to do. Okay? Make sure that you're doing those things that you suggest to people to do. This weekend is winding down. I hope you guys have had your chance. What do I use over here? R words. R words and certain 4-letter words. Okay? Certain 4-letter words. And the big one is self. SELF. Okay? Self-love, self-care, self-control, self-respect, self-motivation, self-encouragement. Uplift yourself. Okay? Selfish. It's okay to be selfish sometimes. Okay? So I hope that you've gotten a chance to relax, release, okay? Relate to the things that you can relate to, and to those that you can't. Those things will settle, okay? Relax, release, relate, refocus, okay? Reset, resolve, restart. Sometimes you need a restart, a jump start, okay? So we're going to say a restart. Y'all know I love the R words and that self word, that self prefix, okay? So if you haven't gotten a chance to do that this weekend, guess what? You still have a chance. It's still Sunday in most places. It's still Sunday in most places. So please, look at that, still more litter. Still, just relax. Take some deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. We can do that now. Take some deep. If you're still in this live, sit your phone down, sit your tablet down. Whatever you're doing, just let your hands fall to your sides. Relax. Take a deep breath in and out. In and out. Let every muscle in your body relax. Take a deep breath in and out. Roll those shoulders forward. Roll those shoulders forward. I'm going to keep walking because I'm about to finish up the live, but you guys can roll those shoulders forward. Relax those shoulders, then roll them forward. About 4 to 8 times. Whichever one you feel like you need to do. Roll them back. And if you still have on any tight or constricting clothing, loosen those clothes. Loosen those clothes. It's Sunday. A lot of people are busy on Sundays. Some people are still at church, So you see this replay, when you get in, take you some deep breaths in, as many as you need. I would say 4 to 6, but just take as many as you need. Relax your muscles. Allow your arms to fall to your sides. Okay, get in a comfortable position in a chair. You can do it standing up. You can do it sitting down. You can do it lying down on a mat. Okay? Imagery helps a lot of people. What helps me is a cold beach. That may sound funny to y'all, but like beach sounds are my favorite sounds. I have a lot of rain videos because I don't live near a beach. So I have to get the beach sounds when I go to the beach. So we will be going to the beach, okay? But I love rain as well. The beach is my favorite and rain is a close second. But imagery is a great technique. It's a great tool relaxation tool. So just take you a couple of breaths in and out. Let those arms fall to the side and drop. You want to give yourself a few neck circles. Slowly hold your head if you need to. Support that head. You know, if you have neck issues, don't do this, or do it in a modified way, meaning you don't have to be a gymnast, okay? We don't want to hurt yourself. Work that body, work that body. Make sure you don't hurt your body, okay? Whenever there's some things that you want to do, talk to your healthcare providers. And even then, listen to your body. And if your body tells you that's too much, stop. You can always modify things. Yes, Granny, yes, walk, 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 that's it. So over here, we drop nuggets, all right? We drop nuggets. So you want to relax. And as I'm talking now, you know, my speech, I'm getting a little bit slower because we want to slow that heart rate down. We want to slow the heart rate down, okay? I didn't put on my Fitbit today, so I don't know how many steps we made during this walk, during this hour and 32 minutes. But I used to forget it all the time anyway. So I know we've done at least about 5,000, at least. I know we've done about at least 5,000, okay? So we drop nuggets over here. That's what we do in Lions Pride. We keep it positive. Unless you come and make it negative and we can have to get down with the get down, we can do that. But we don't like to do that, okay? And again, there's about 3 or 4. I hope they never come back over here. Okay? Because now they walking and chatting and walking. And they hadn't done this for 10 months. And that's good because that's what we want to do, encourage people and motivate people. But you know when people come with ulterior motives because they don't come back, they don't say, hey, you know what, I'm going to do this again because they don't do that. They just put in their heads, well, I did it a year ago. I did it 7 months ago, so I'm going to go. See, it's like a family over here. And I want to keep it like a family over here. And we encourage people because we're encouraging parts of our family, members of our family. Okay? You are in a race with ourselves individually. But some people come because they're in a race with you. Some people come because they're in a race with you. Some of them can have more subscribers than you. I saw one today. I went to her channel. She has more subscribers than me. But she doesn't have a lot of content other than the content that first blew her up. So now you can look down her thing and everything is a walking chat and a walking chat and a walking chat. And I'm like, that's funny, past 3 weeks. But beyond that, she hadn't done one in 7 to 8 months. So sometimes you just kind of, you know, rejuvenate a person or something like that. And it's good for people to do things their way. But when it looks like somebody just tried to slide in to get a few of the subs that they could get from you and just kind of jack your skilo, I'm like, okay, no new friends. No new friends, because we're about motivating each other. Coming back saying, hey, you did this and that made me want to do that. Now, I hopefully something I can do. So it's not about what you're doing, but if you're going to repeat what I say verbatim, that's crazy. That's crazy. Okay? And if you're going to come over here just to try to get some subscribers, because the people I support those who support me. And a lot of times people will say, oh, I wasn't there because of this. I can't do this because of that. And then it's the people that you really like. And then you're like, well, okay, but like we were talking earlier, we can't be upset when we don't see mods all the time. But at the same time, you're going to feel a kind of way if you see them throughout the day at different times everywhere else. And then for those who ask for support, really, some people legit ask for support and they want you there all the time. And you try your best to do it. But then you realize like, well, hey, there's always a reason when it comes to them supporting me that they aren't here. It's always a reason. My thing is, whatever you're doing, you can be busy. We all work. We all have family. We all have things. But what's wrong with the comment after the live? What's wrong with the, hey, let me catch a little bit of the replay? You don't even have to say you're catching all of the replay. Again, people are busy. But just say, hello, about to catch a little bit. You don't even have to watch it. Just say, I'm about to watch a little bit. Heck, who will know if you watched it or not? Nobody's going to quiz you, but at least you left a comment. Yes, Granny, facts. Like, at least you left a comment. Especially if you want support back. So we have to remember to support each other, one another. One another. Support each other. Okay? Push each other to be the best that each of us can be. Be you. Be yourself. I can't be Granny's world. So I would never dare go over there. I would pick up nuggets from her, but I would never go over there and attempt to just duplicate or carbon copy her style or what she does. I could hold a panel. I've done that before. So the things that we do, all of us do on here, but just remember to be you. Put your own spin on it. Otherwise, you're trying to be a carbon copy. And nobody likes that. I don't care if you're 5 or if you're 65. Nobody likes that, you know? And support, and be genuine with your support. If you come to a chat, we all know, and you haven't been there, we all know that you're looking for new subscribers. Without saying that, don't tell people how to conduct their channels. But when you come to a chat and you know you're looking for subscribers, don't leave that chat and go do a whole carbon copy of what you saw, and don't even shout them out. But when those subscribers come, you feel just as good. You feel so good. Right, Granny. Yes, be genuine, unique, and have authenticity. Yes, authenticity. Look, I can't even pronounce it. Authenticity. How many syllables is that? If I hadn't been trying to read it, I could have said it. Okay? That's all people ask that you do. And no, that's not asking too much. And it's not being petty. Because people work. It's hard trying to figure out what works for you on social media. So yes, be genuine, unique, and have authenticity. Okay? Have all of those characteristics. People work hard. And there are certain people who helped me at the beginning. Chef Finest Wine, Rock, Just Living, Lucinda Baxter. Some of those people you may see sometimes in the chat, or you may rarely see them in the chat. But Lucinda Baxter is one that'll come up to your channel and she'll go, let me tell you, she'll run all up and through there leaving comments. So Lucinda is a busy lady. She spends a lot of time with her family. And sometimes people just, like I said earlier, like certain other content creators better, and that's okay. Some of them, they're just closer. You don't know what other people's relationships are. But Lucinda is one that she'll come through here from time to time in a live and wave and say hi, but she will support you to the end throughout your channel. She's going to leave comments. Baby, let me tell you, when Lucinda goes through your channel, you better sit down, and I feel like you need to respond, because she'll come up and through there leaving about 15 comments. Yeah, Granny, some people will come through and that's how they support. So I don't have to see them in a live, because I know if they come through there and they make all those comments on my channel, they've taken time to support me. So don't ask for support too when you're not willing to give the same amount of support. I may be able to support you 20% of the time. You may only be able to support me 5% of the time. And the reason I say 20, like it's a high number, is because we are busy. We have family, we have work, we have chores, we have things to do, we have appointments. There are things we have to do. There are 7 days in a week, 24 hours in a day. And sometimes you don't always have time. But again, people do feel funny when they see you everywhere else. So sometimes that's okay too, because you just like that content better. But when people support you, and you know that they are trying to build a channel and they're a content creator, support them. Don't just say you're going to support them. Support them. You don't have to be in, if they do 5 videos this week, you don't have to be in any of them. But you can leave a comment. You can leave a comment. You can just watch 2 minutes of a 20-minute video. They can be on for an hour and you can watch 5 minutes. Leave a comment. Hey, I was here catching the replay. That's it. And nobody has to do that, but I'm just saying that to those who are always saying nobody supports them, or they may not even be saying that. They just may be asking for your support. You have to remember is that, it's reciprocal, okay? It should be reciprocal. One for another, supporting each other. Maybe you can support me only 5% of the time, whereas I'm supporting you 20 to 30% of the time. But guess what? That's okay. Because we often are busier. One may be busier than the others. But if I see something, then I know that you're genuine. I know that you're genuine. So love yourselves, love your families. And social media is going to be social media. You know, we network and we make connections. You find people that you can love on social media. You find people and you want to tell them to just stay away. And do that. Protect your peace. Because guess what? You started social media without them, right? So you don't have to continue social media with them. Now, there are times where there are people you make a genuine connection with. Those are the people who are worth that extra effort. If you feel, you feel in the kind of way, email them, call them, if you have that type of relationship. Okay, Chef found this wine. No, we're going to, hold on, let me, Chef. Okay, I got Rock's email. Rock, there's certain people that you're going to care about enough to check on and to know. Granny, Donna, which we know as Angel Eyes, AJ, I'm going to always be concerned with them, because they're always showing support. They don't have to be here the whole time, and oftentimes they're not here the whole time. A Brilliant Blessed Mess, of course, I'm going to, what's going on, Brilliant? But I don't expect them to be here all the time, but I do expect support to be reciprocated. So no new friends, all that people coming over and you shouting them out, then they go over, you send a couple of subs that way, and the next thing you know, their damn channel starts to look almost exactly like yours. I'm like, nah, because everybody's going to do what you do. There's millions of people doing what you do. Some of them, that's what they're based on. Some of them is just a part of it. But there is a way, like my grandmama, granddaddy, mama, daddy said, it's a way to do anything. And when they said that, that means you can do the exact same thing your neighbor doing, but it's a way to do it your way. Yes, Granny, it's like, and sometimes it saddens me because it's like I'm going to support who supports me. And there are some people that you genuinely want to support, but you never see them. You never see them. And it's like, I don't know. It's almost, I don't know if they consider themselves to be like, well, I work because, like I said, okay, we all work. And those of us who don't work, who don't clock in or punch in or sign in, we work at home. We have things we have to do on a day-to-day basis. We have things we have to do for ourselves, but we still make time to just even check in and say, hey, I got you running. I got you playing. I can't be in the live like I want to be, but I got you. I'm going to turn it down. I'm listening to you. So support has to be reciprocated. What you expect, you have to be willing to give. And what you give by right, it's okay to expect. Just know, don't expect too much. When I'm talking and I'm saying this, but never expect too much, because people do have lives. So you have to keep a balance, okay? Never expect too much, but do expect something, especially if you're supporting back, okay? Never expect too much, but do expect something. So on that note, I want to thank each and every one of you guys for coming in. I appreciate you. Again, new day, new Sunday, new week, new beginnings. The things that you're carrying from last week and even before. Continue to try to get those things settled. But try your best not to be stressed out. That's easier said than done, because things will stress us out. We go through things, but try your best to find some way to relax, release, relate, resolve, reset, refocus, restart. Okay? So y'all have a great rest of your Sunday. Thank you, Granny. Have an awesome week ahead. Vanessa says, good night, everyone. Great live. Thank you, Vanessa, so much for being so supportive and for always coming through. And I think Vanessa is one of the ones that support. She is. I know she is, because I see her everywhere. I've seen her today. And that's a good thing. When somebody says they see you everywhere, that's not always a bad thing like some people intend for it to be. That just shows a supportive person. That shows a supportive person. So that's why when I said earlier, sometimes you see someone everywhere else and they're never in your home, so you can get a little offended. You can. Especially if you support them, especially if your support is, given to them. But when I say I see Vanessa everywhere, I mean, do I see her in the whole live, the whole time from start to beginning? From beginning to end? No. Do I see her throughout the live? Yes, because I'm not there all the time from start to end. But what I say, I'm saying that to say, she's always supporting people. She's always coming in. She's always saying hello. She's always contributing to the chat. She's giving you a view. And that's the only thing you can ask from people. You know, they don't have to give it, but she does. And I appreciate it. Thank you, Granny. Granny put up the hearts to each and every one of you guys. Again, stay safe, stay blessed. Don't let bothered people bother you. Okay? You have enough going on in your day to day that might bother you at any given time. Okay? You don't need the extra stress of people that you'll probably never meet. Okay? Don't let stress people stress you out. Because a lot of times you'll become more stressed than the person is who's stressing you. Okay? Who's stressing you out. And don't, if you find yourself in a misery lounge, get out of there. It doesn't mean that that person is miserable. A misery lounge can be run by a person who just likes to see other people miserable. Okay? So get out of that misery lounge, go back to your happy lounge. And I hope that you guys picked up a few nuggets here tonight. You definitely dropped some in the chat. And I appreciate each and every one of you guys. And I will see you guys on the next Let's Walk and Talk Live. Granny says good night, everyone. Vanessa says good night, everyone. Great live. Good night to each and every one of you guys. Love each and every one of you. Bye, y'all.